3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch the pass.
Right there. Right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Mike 54.
Let's go. Check her. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They go quickly here out to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch it before. They were pretty quiet.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get in the weight room.
Lock! Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
21.
Let's get some penetration here. Hey, one set.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Here we go.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
What? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
36 power.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and long. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second and 7, Garoppolo. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
We got to step it up. Check 99.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
1, Omaha.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
Here we go. 180!
54 miles.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson will throw again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson being chased out left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd
and 7, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
31's the mic.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Gun. Easy.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
65.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check.
Check 9.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Bandit.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Coleman. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
You don't want no problem with me.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 56.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I got you.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He may try and run for this. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Bravo!
56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for